Hello everyone, my name is Ina and I am a communication specialist supporting ECHO. I would like to welcome you all. For this EURES podcast, we are traveling to Croatia to cover the story of how EURES Croatia and Patricija Kezele more specifically helps employers and job seekers throughout Europe. Over a decade ago, Patricija was an employment counselor who got involved with the public employment services during a very exciting time. Her country was preparing for EU membership and PES was getting ready to join EURES. Thanks to her vision and that of a few others, Patricija helped transform the EOGD Seize the Summer event from a small initiative in Croatia to a pan-European one. She also discusses what it's like to promote mobility in a country that faces several roadblocks. Patricija, can you tell us a few words about yourself? Where are you from and what is your background?
I'm from Croatia, and although born in Rijeka, in the northern part of the Adriatic coast, I've lived in Zagreb my whole life. I hold a master's degree in social work, and for 4 years I worked with Homeland War veterans. Since 2008, I have been working with the PES, so it's more than 10 years now.
How did you first get involved with EURES?
Soon after I started working as an employment counselor, I was given the opportunity to take part in a project to establish Migration Information Center in Zagreb's PES office. The idea was to have a one-stop shop for people interested in mobility to and from Croatia, both for EU and overseas countries. Back then, Croatia was in the middle of negotiation process to become an EU member state. PES had just started preparing to join the EURES network, and this was when I first heard about it. During the next 5 years, I had the chance to learn a lot about mobility, migration, and EURES. I took part in several twinning projects and received initial training for EURES staff members. On 1st of July 2013, I felt completely ready to start working for EURES. And finally, 2 years ago, I moved from the front line to the NCO where I still work.
And what does a typical working day look like for you?
Well, since I'm responsible not only for EURES, but also for migrant integration and just about everything related to migration and mobility, there's no such thing as a typical working day. And that's what I love. There are some hectic days with meetings, phone calls, emails, and urgent tasks happening all at once. There's traveling, of course, documents to read, opinions to write, project proposals to draft. Sometimes it can be exhausting. It requires some flexibility and juggling, but above all, it's rewarding and I wouldn't change it.
And what are some of the EURES initiatives that you are most proud of?
Definitely European Online Job Day Seize the Summer with EURES is what I'm proud of the most. It started in 2015 as a small national project targeting Croatian employers who were recruiting entertainers in tourism. In 2016, I noticed that there were a number of similar events targeting the same job seeker profile. So after one meeting in Brussels and over a glass of wine with some colleagues, an idea was conceived. Several countries should join forces and organize a unique event that specializes in summer jobs. This way, we save on resources and have a bigger overall impact at the same time. Fast forward to today, it's an annual transnational event bringing together employers from southern countries and job seekers from all around Europe. It's trying to change the narrative about EU mobility as only one way from east and south to west and north. I need to stress another thing that I'm proud of, and it's the level of service EURES staff in my country provides. The positive client feedback we receive daily is the best proof of that.
Thank you, Patricija. Has the nature of your job changed since you joined EURES, for example, with respect to technology, cooperation with the network, and employers?
It has changed significantly due to the labor market situation. While back in 2013 to 15 we were swamped by job seekers with different profiles interested in working abroad, nowadays national employers in Croatia are struggling to fill vacant positions. I cannot say there's a huge change in technology and cooperation since we have been only part of the network for 6 years, but there are some changes even in this short time span. New EURES portal and the EURES extranet, use of social media both for working with clients and communicating with colleagues, for example, to the EURES Community of Practice Facebook group.
And what challenges do you face in your job? How do you deal with them?
Well, it's not easy to promote mobility in a country that faces massive immigration, demographic issues, and shortages of workers across sectors, while at the same time not being able to attract a significant number of workers from other member states. However, as EURES staff, we know that mobility doesn't have to be, and often is not, permanent, that circumstances change, and that we have the mandate to support both job seekers and employers, as well as every citizen that wants to benefit from the single market. Our role is to make sure their mobility path is safe, legal and successful, and that they know who to address once they decide to come back home.
EURES is celebrating 25 years of existence. What do you believe has been the added value of EURES in all these years?
It's well known that EURES staff, this human network, is what makes the difference. In a highly technical world when information is just a click away, the synergy between human and technology that EURES offers is unique.
Absolutely. And what do you think needs to be done for EURES to continue to thrive in the future?
With many new tasks, lots of reporting, paperwork, it's easy to forget why we are here, and it's to strengthen EU mobility by supporting job seekers and employers. We have different tools, we have a bigger network, lots of funding options. The possibilities are endless. But in doing that, we shouldn't lose sight of the spirit of EURES, because it's this spirit that has made a difference for our clients over the last 25 years, and it should continue to make a difference for at least 25 more.
Patricia, on a personal level, what is the best part of working for EURES?
Getting to know the places and cultures where your colleagues come from. This is something enriching that working for EURES offers. Since I'm not much of a traveler in my free time, without EURES I would be deprived of this perspective. And EURES is somehow different from most public sector jobs. EURES involves creativity, excitement, diversity. Working for EURES is all that and more. There is this satisfaction when you know that you are doing something beneficial for individuals. You help them to recognize a bad offer or a scam. You help them to get a good job, new experience, new perspective. It's highly rewarding to see that you have helped someone.
And finally, are there any words of wisdom or advice that you would like to share with the colleagues across Europe?
I'd like to welcome new colleagues to the network, regardless of whether they come from PES or from new EURES members and partners. I'm sure they will enjoy every moment working for EURES. Because EURES is about people, and the people of EURES are all about passion. It's not just another 9 to 5 job. It's highly rewarding, it can be challenging, even frustrating sometimes, but isn't it like that in most families? Happy 25th EURES family.
Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you.